is particularly important when you've got new growth in the springtime, because snails, which you see here in all the nice hiding places here on my wall, and slugs are out in force. Best time to do this is morning or evening or after wet weather. It was raining last night. Get an old container with a lid like this. Don't make any drainage holes, you don't need them this time. I'm just going to collect them. It's a lot cheaper than buying slug pellets, which aren't a very environmentally friendly way of getting rid of the slugs, as well as not being cheap. I'm going to gather them in here and then I'll make my choice about what to do with them. Now, it's not a great thing to do if you're a bit squeamish. Wear rubber gloves if you're worried. I don't like picking up slugs myself. Snails are okay, I pick them up by the shell. But if you're going to collect slugs, I tend to tip them in with a stick. If you're not that squeamish, just wear some rubber gloves and do it that way. So I'm going to collect and keep the top on, keep on collecting over maybe a few days until I've got a full pot, and then I'll show you what you can do with them. Once you've got a full pot, as I have here, and do be warned, it gets a bit obsessive looking for snails and slugs in your garden when you know they're going to eat all the new growth. Once you've got a full pot, you have several options. One option is to take them to a piece of waste ground and release them. Don't throw them over the garden fence to the next door neighbour, because they actually find their way back. They work with a sense of smell and slowly but surely will make their way back to where they have been living in your garden. So there's no point doing that at all. However, if you know somewhere nearby a piece of wasteland that's far enough away that they won't be able to get back, or there's some barrier such as a stream or river, then you can release them there if you're feeling particularly kind to the snail population. The other more grisly ways of getting rid of them is to pour salt, just cheap table salt, into there. It makes a fairly nasty sound as it kind of dissolves the snail body, but that kills them well and good. Or I have read that you can pour boiling water on them. I actually tried that once and the snail just crawled out, so it clearly wasn't boiling enough. I'm afraid I go for the salt option, and I won't make this into a snuff movie and show you the results, which is fairly horrible. The good thing about having a sealed container, if you do that, is you just put it in the bin once you've put the lid back on after the salt and get rid of it. But if you feel kind, go and release them somewhere else where it doesn't matter that they're eating the vegetation. Good luck.